Okay, now what do we have next? Let's see the problem statement. We inserted them into two different lists, then we sorted them. All right. Then we have to merge. Okay, and merge and sort the two lists. Okay, so I think, see, we already know that we have a sort method. Okay, so sorting is not a big deal. All right, let's try to do the other thing where we look at these two lists. Okay, and whichever is smaller, we add that is in the third list, and so on. Okay, so we'll take uh, an empty list. Okay, so to create an empty list, all right, so first merge lists. Okay, merge lists. So lst3 equal to an empty list. Oh, sorry, list. Okay, so I have created a list 3, which is an empty list. All right, after that, yeah, well, maybe the dogs in our locality have spotted some ghost or something. They won't stop barking. But anyway, list 3 is an empty list. Okay, so what do we need? We need to merge elements from each of these lists into the third list. Okay, so for, I'm so sorry, it's not for, it will be, we need two integers to track two indexes, sorry, two integer indexes to track uh, list 1 and list 2 elements. Okay, so how do we proceed? So we first assign I comma j equal to 0 comma 0. Okay, and then while I less than equal to less than length of lst, is it lst1? Okay, so while I is less than length of lst1 and so we have seen something new over here, right? It's the length function, right? We already saw it in the string, but now we are, I said there as well, right? Length is a generic function. You can use it with any data type, any data structure, right? And now, as the case is, we are using it with list. Okay, so it will count the number of elements in this list. Okay, so while I is less than length of list, and j we will take for length of lst2. All right, so while both of these conditions are true, all right, so what do we want to do? We want to check if the first element, if the element in the first this one, the first list is less than this element in second one. If that is the case, the lesser one should be appended to the final list, which is list 3. Okay, and for that we have the append method. So I'll write the append method. Okay, so it goes if lst1 of I LST1 of I, okay, is less than LST2 of J, alright. So if the first element, if the element in the first list is less than the element in the second list, then what do? We write LST3 dot, you'll see this method appears directly, right? APP append, and what do we append? LST1 of I, okay. Else, I forgot to increment I, right? So I plus equal to 1, alright. So now after incrementing I, what do? Else the same thing, but we add this element in the second list. So LST3 dot append. Those dogs barking has made me nervous. It's like I think every time it's in the back of my mind, like they will start barking now, or they will start barking. Will they start barking again and disturb me? They disturb my flow. But anyway, LST2 of J, okay, and then we increment J. J plus equal to 1. Alright. So now we have incremented I and we have incremented J, and we do this until we exhaust each of our lists. Alright. And after having done that, we simply print the third list. Print LST3. It is LST3, right? Yeah, LST3. Okay. So now let's save this and let's run this again. Okay. So I'll clear this, run it again. I need even numbers. So 4, 6, 1, not 1, 2, 4, 6, 2, and 8 and 10, 8, and then 3, 5, 1, 7, 9. Maybe those are enough. Okay, what happened just now? It was good until it was over here, but what happened was the print statement, instead of giving it outside the while loop, see, I did not realize that it was inside the while loop. Okay, so instead of in one way it is good, right? So we actually got to see how these elements are added to this particular third list. Okay, so that was a happy coincidence. So what you can see is when we print the list each time, okay, so the first time 1 was added, then 1 along with that 2 was added from the second list, then 3 was added, then 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9. Okay, so that is how it went. 10 wasn't added. Okay, that is the flaw that I did not consider, and that is something that we always consider. Okay, so if any of the list is not exhausted, alright, if any of the list is not exhausted, then what we have to do is we have to add the remaining element. Okay, so after this, so we had something of this sort, all right, and the issue is that 10 is not added, all right, and if you have prior knowledge of algorithms, okay, algorithms, algorithms, okay, so if you have a prior knowledge of algorithms in computer engineering or information technology, basically computer engineering, so then you know something called as quicksort, I guess. Okay, so quicksort contains this method is from quicksort, I guess. All right, this part was half of it. The rest of it is basically if we have such a case, all right, where some of there are some more elements that are left in the list. Okay, the list is not exhausted, either list 1 or list 2. Then in that case, we should add the all the remaining elements to the final list. Okay, so I guess I'll just write quicksort over here. I'm not sure, but you should look it up, okay, which sorting technique it is. Anyway, now for the remaining ones, okay, so for the first element, we'll write a while loop, okay, so while I is less than, what do we have here? While I is less than length of what? LST1. Okay, so while that is the case, so while I is not exhausted entirely, it is not entirely exhausted, what do we do? We add all the elements of list 1 into the list 3. So LST3 dot append and then we have LST1 of I, okay, LST1 of I. All right, now you might be wondering why LST1 of I, not why not simply LST1. Okay, because if we do that, it will become a list of list. Okay, so instead of adding 10 as an element, it will be 9 comma inside bracket it will be 10. Okay, so if you want, I can demonstrate it with a smaller example. Okay, so let's first do this, right? Sorry, not 1, I, and then we'll with J we'll say once we get this running, we'll basically make the changes just to see what happens. Okay, so Control V, all the I's will become J's and 1 will become 2. It's second list. Okay, so list number is 2, index is J. All right, so after having done this, let's see this run. So I'll clear the screen, I'll run this program once again. I'm so sorry, I did not save it, so Control C, I had to interrupt it. Okay, and then I have to print LST3. Okay, now it makes sense because we'll have to see the output, right? So when I run this program, let's give even numbers. So 4, 2, 6, 8, 10. Okay, and for odd numbers we'll give only 2. So 3 and 1. Okay, enter. So that happened again. It was not supposed to happen again. Why did it happen again? Oh, right. I found the mistake. It's a silly mistake. It's always the mistake you do when you use while loops. You have to be careful with the index. Okay, so it's I plus 1, either I plus 1 or the Python way of doing it, that is, this is index j, so j plus equal to 1. Okay, so either this, sorry, this is I equal to I plus 1. Okay, so it's either I equal to I plus 1 or j plus equal to 1. Any one method will do. Alright, so now it won't give us any errors. 2, 6, 4, 8 and 10, right. And then 3 and 1, enter. Okay, so now when you see we have the original unordered thing, then the ordered thing, and then the merged list. Okay,